Hello everyone and welcome back to Dr. Shaurav's classes. So today we are diving into a classic problem from the GATE, that is the Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering, GATE Geology and Geophysics paper. Okay, so if you have not heard about GATE, so it's basically the Everest of the examinations for the engineers and the scientists in India. Okay, so cracking it does not just get you into the IITs, it's your golden ticket to the Maharatna PSUs. Okay, so let's look at this question number 30. So question says, if cap T denotes the Hilbert transform of Ft, then the Hilbert transform of if cap T is equal to what? There are four options and we have to find out the correct one for this particular question. Okay. Okay, so now we are talking about the Hilbert transform. Now don't let the name scare you. David Hilbert was a math genius, but in the geophysics we use his transform like a magic phase shifter. Now think of a signal. It's sitting there, minding its own business, and the Hilbert transform comes along, does not change the energy, does not change the frequency, but it whispers to every component that hey, shift your phase by 90 degrees. And it's like the signal went to a yoga class and came out slightly titled. Okay, but why are we doing this in a geophysics examination? Because of the seismic attributes. Okay, seismic attributes. So when we record the seismic waves from the ground, they are messy, and we use the Hilbert transform to create an analytical signal, and it helps us to find the instantaneous envelope, that is the outline of the wave, and the instantaneous phase. Okay, and it helps us to find where the oil is hiding by looking at the shape of the wiggle rather than just the wiggle itself. Okay, now look at the question. It says if cap T is the Hilbert transform of Ft, then it asks what is the Hilbert transform of if cap T. So basically we are applying the Hilbert transform twice. It's like doing a 90-degree turn and then immediately doing another 90-degree turn, right? So let's look at this in the frequency domain, because that's where the magic happens. And the transfer function of a Hilbert transform is HF equal to minus function of F. Okay, where this term is the sine function. It's +1 for positive frequencies and -1 for the negative ones. So you applied it once, your signal gets multiplied by this. Okay, and you apply it again. Now you multiply the result by this again one more time. Now we get into this will be equal to what? Okay, now since j square is what? -1, so minus j whole square is also -1, right? And this is always 1, because 1 square is 1 and -1 whole square is 1. So the total multiplier is -1. Okay, now think about it this way. If you are working north and you turn 90-degree left, you are now facing west, right? So that's your first Hilbert transform. And if you turn another 90-degree left, you are now facing south. So south is the exact opposite of north. Now in math terms, exact opposite means you just put a minus sign in front of the original. So the Hilbert transform of f cap t is simply minus of ft. Okay, now let's look at our options. Option number A, no, that's just a phase shifted version with a minus sign. So option A is not the answer. Now come to option number B. Yeah, almost, but you forgot the direction, so this is not the answer. Option number C, yes, the double 90-degree flip gives us a 180-degree flip, so this is our answer. And option number D, no, too much work. We are not doing the calculus today, we are doing gymnastics, so this is not also the answer. So the correct answer for this question is definitely our option number C. Okay. Now remember one thing, in the world of the Hilbert, two wrongs don't make a right, but 290 degrees shift make a total U-turn. So study hard, keep your phases shifted, and I'll see you in the next lecture where we will be talking about why Earth is basically a giant ringing bell. Okay. Now before I go, I'm going to give you some extra points. If I talk about the phase shift, a Hilbert transform introduces a 90-degree phase shift for the positive frequencies and a plus 90-degree phase shift for the negative frequencies. Okay. And if I talk about the property of orthogonality, then ft and f cap t have the same energy and the same power spectral density. Okay, so they are orthogonal. And if I talk about the inverse trap, the inverse Hilbert transformation of f cap t is usually minus of ft. So which is exactly what we proved today. So to get back to the original ft perfectly, you need to a negative Hilbert transform, right? So this was all about this question. I hope this is clear to you. So see you in the next session with a new question of GATE Geology and Geophysics. Till then, bye bye.